Hey, everybody. All right, so we talked about getting this fixed up on here. All right, here's my trick, and I think you guys could use it, um, where I keep saying use technology um, to your advantage. So I basically use ChatGPT often. I actually have a paid version of it. Um, and I had an issue with um, this file, right? And I was trying to figure out how I can simplify this workflow because I know that there's an issue with authentication and things like that, permission, and then I'll have to go through certain steps to get the little report and stuff like that. So there's a thing about the token, right, and path, and I didn't want to go through all of those type of things because it's running into issue when I'm trying to have it generate the report for me automatically and be able to access that. And to have that, you have to put your certain um, restrictions. So I kind of put my file in there and said, just give me a simplified version. And if you're not good at YML, things like that, it can point you to different, um, you know, how it's been done, and then you can look in through it and see what's needed, right? It's not always the exact stuff, but it's for that pertain to you directly, but it's very close, right? And then like it just gives you archive the test results. I didn't want it to, you know, I want to skip a certain thing, so it just gave me a clean version of this, and I updated it to have my um, execution in my to run my test, right? So if we go back in here, let's go here, MVN clean package verify, right? Do you build a test here? Let me just put it what we're doing here. So first of all, we push the branch domain. So whenever there's a push or a pull request or things like that, push request, we are able to get a build triggered, right? So run on Ubuntu. This is the latest steps, use action, checkout. Like this is what it's going to do. The next steps there. It's going to use action setup Java 4 with Java versions. And then what it's going to do, it's going to cache it Maven. It's going to build a test with Maven, right? So a run MVN, clean package, and verify. And it's going to pass in the POM XML file because that's where we have all the configuration, things like that, right? And then archive test results, if always. So I'm going to just archive it. We're not going to, so action upload to artifacts, right? User artifacts, and then it's just going to target the path of the where the report's going to be. But this is just a simple thing it's going to do and just archive it once it's passed, right? So when I did run that, and you can go into the build, right? You can see that it's doing set up the job. You can expand this to see what it's doing for the job, right? Once it's set up the job, it's going to run the action. It's going to get all the dependencies that it needs. It's going to set up Java 17. It should be the latest actually, but that's okay for now. Um, and then, it's going to take all of the other maybe dependencies, test results, it's going to archive it right once it tests. So the test Maven is this one. If you scroll down, there's an action that's going to go here. You can see what's happening. So navigate to advanced page, what it's doing, um, and continue here. If there's an issue with a session or anything, it's going to give you. So given the eBay advanced search, when I click on the eBay logo, then I'm navigated to the eBay homepage, things like that, and you're able to, so you can see the tests are running. There's some issues there, um, but overall, um, the test, the entire test ran, and everything was archived, and so we basically got a good build here, but I would need to, if the other main test fail, it should fail too. So, but for now, this is basically a GitHub action that we added to this Cucumber KodeKraft framework. Um, Guys, if I have the time, I will add the adding to the Jenkins pipeline. But for now, this is what we have, and you can feel free to use it and upgrade it and add it to your next project. You have everything that's there. You can always build on it. The concepts that you understand and gain from this, I wish you all the best. And don't stop learning. This is just introduction. You just go into the Cucumber website, framework, practice, and learn new things on there. All right. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey as I share my knowledge and share my experience with you guys. Thank you so much. And we will meet up in the next project. I'm working on Playwright right now. I've gone very far with it. I'm setting that up and actually writing tests with Playwright with JavaScript, and we'll see you there. One more thing I'm going to be adding, guys, are C# language, Java, and JavaScript tutorial for QA for us to understand, the basic programming so that you can, um, you know, thrive in these environments. And the other thing is I'm very passionate about Ruby, and I use Ruby on Rails a lot for web development for myself. I may make a video on that as well for how you create your profile page with Ruby and Rails, and even use React in the front end as well. Stay tuned, but thank you so much for joining me and enjoy happy coding. Thanks, guys.